Westshore and Berkeley Prep both arrive at the state soccer finals seeking gold. The Wildcats in the state final for just the second time in program history. Their opponent wears a different shade of blue. The Buccaneers trying to return to the top and win their 5th state championship. A title on the line from Spec Martin Stadium. Next, let's show you the starting 11s for both teams. We start with the Wildcats. Colin Robideau is the son of head coach Bob Robideau. He was an 8th grader when the Wildcats lost to Bowles in penalty kicks in the state semifinals. Nick Pekmesian, 9 assists this season. He's fantastic in the middle. And up top, Amugo Chukwununye, leading scorer with 17 goals. Berkeley Prep starting 11 looks like this, a 4-5-1 for Coach Tim Cooper. Max Lerner starting in place of Ezric Nichols. He is a North Carolina commit, bothered by a hamstring injury, unsure of whether we'll see him in today's championship game. Ethan Judge, 12 goals and 16 assists. And Bailey Forsmans, who has been bothered by a groin injury since the start of the season, 11 goals and 6 assists. He is certainly a threat to score from up top.
And of course, Westshore fumbles the ball, and Max Lerner with a great chance. You can see he's leaning back, and that's the reason why he puts the ball over the net. cross right here. Early cross, enforcement goes in. That was a challenge.
Burgess with the challenge, UNF signee.
Lays the ball off right here. Watch his touch right here. And then Nick Permasian just drives the ball. And that's, he did the right thing.
We're like crystal. It's not easy with your love. You can't beat me. Every man, every woman needs someone. So keep it coming, keep it coming, keep it coming. I don't know what to say. You don't care anyway. I'm a man in a cage without you. I betray. Here comes love. It's like honey. You can't buy it with money. Not
If you look at it and bring it down, here it goes into traffic. Look at how many Berkeley players moving in and out. Doesn't quite get enough for that ball, but it's a good idea though. Anything around the box you can just... Josh with the ball, plays the ball out wide, and that's a great driven ball to the far post. Bailey Forsman waiting for that ball just a little bit too low. likes this ball driven. We talk about a driven ball. That's the perfect ball right there. Yutter tries to head the ball, and Koch just stood his ground. There's no foul, but watch, this is a great angle right here because you can see where the ball drops. Koch comes out, and there's no intention of making contact right there, but his momentum took him over.
Westshore a free kick as time has expired. There's some time added here for the Wildcats. Burgess wants to take advantage. Koch high into the air to snare that free kick. And finally, we do come to the end of the first half. The two outstanding defensive teams exhibiting that strength in the first 40 minutes. Westshore and Berkeley Prep scoreless at the break. Last time these teams met, the 2012 state championship game. Westshore and Berkeley Prep, this was a game played at USF. Wildcats take the lead on Tyler Moscrip's effort. And Berkeley with the equalizer less than 10 minutes later. Chris Murphy, brilliant header that just found its way inside that left post. And then in the 96th minute, the second overtime, what a strike from John Bosinski. That was the game winner to deliver Westshore its first state championship in program history. Bosinski, a four-year player at Florida Tech and now an assistant for the Westshore Wildcats. Guy with championship experience. Let's take you through some of the scoring chances. Best one came early for Berkeley Prep from Max Lerner.
Harvey with a great cross right there, and Lerner about 6 yards out, leans back and puts the ball over. And how about this left-footed in-swinger to the far post? Good job by Westshore clearing the ball.
Ethan Judge involved in creating several good opportunities for Berkeley Prep.
And once again, ball into the mixer, looking for Bailey Forsman, who the ball doesn't quite get there. And on the other side, great through ball into the space. Koch comes out right at the right time.
Dylan O'Brien making the run. Abe Murphy, been a big part of the Westshore attack. Couldn't get enough on that shot. And then the best chance for the Wildcats came on this effort.
Matt Crossan with a great driven ball to the far post. And Koch once again comes in. Yutter with a header.
Teams combined for 7 shots, none on goal for Berkeley Prep. That number not uncommon. Westshore coach Bob Robideau says they don't give up many shots on goal. A look at the final 8 teams and how it shook out here in Class 2A. Westshore a pair of 1-0 wins against the Villages and Bishop Kenny. Berkeley Prep sailed through the first 3 rounds before needing overtime to defeat LaSalle by the final of 1-0.
He gets stripped right there. This is a good chance for Westshore to set up. Like he said, now he's going to hit that in swing with his right foot, and he did get a good solid hit on that.
Spencer Sherman took the brunt of that contact.
It's a great view right here. Sherman actually got off the ground. Great job by him, though, because he jumped that ball. Would have been over his head. Again, that's the ball that is going to do some damage once again. It's on.
Good touch by Murphy. Turns off his right foot. Centers, and it's Chukwuninye that finds the back of the net for Westshore.
We talked about that player, Chukwuninye, waiting and needing just one chance. He comes off the bench one more time. The big man just to put Westshore off 1-0. Just when you thought he was quiet the whole game. Hasn't touched many balls. Finds one in the 6th yard line. Watch this touch right here. This is what makes it happen. Abe Murphy cuts the ball back, plays a great ball on the ground. Just a sitter. Chukwuninye does the rest.
Murphy made it all happen. His 10th assist of the year. He has been the most active player today for Westshore, and it finally nets a goal.
Austin, I kept talking about those diagonal balls and the damage that they've been doing. That proves me right. Once again, a great ball. It all started with Max Mosberg, who hit the ball to the outside. And then from the left side, I think it was Nick Burgess who hit the long one pass, the number 4, Abe Murphy. You're right, though. He did it all. Brought the ball back. Great assist.
Westshore breaks through. Murphy to Chuck Wininye. 1-0 Wildcats.
Left-footed in-swinger, and the ball just dips right before the goalkeeper gets a hold of it. Murphy was been, so active. The ball gets played into the corner, brings the ball down, fakes like he's going to cross the ball. Great job, and puts the ball right there for that number 9, Ian Layton. Layton just leaning back a little bit. makes a shot. Watch this run though, 40, 45 yards out of the back. Guntak, the ball looks so good, he could have taken a touch, and that's what you want to do, take a touch, drive that ball to the far post.
Doesn't care, it just wants to score. By 4 o'clock, you already hot. Lying on the floor, looking at the sky. I remember you, when you were a kid. It was pretty strange, the things you did. You've got to pull yourself together, man. You've got to get back on your feet again. How can I ever make you understand? You've got the world right in your hand. You've got to pull yourself together, man. You've got to get back on your feet.
Strike. Once again, it all became inside with a deflection. He hit that volley with the outside of his right
Just like yesterday, you stood remember in the park where we used to play. The grass is 10 foot high. You've got to pull yourself together, man. You've got to get back.
As we come up on a minute remaining.
Yeah, look at this once again. The throw in the box. Then Lerner trying to just flick the ball in the box, and you know, Westshore doesn't clear the ball. That's that should have been a.
You've got to get back on your feet again. How can I ever make you understand? You've got the world right in your hand.
To the box right there. It's Jeffrey Guntak who makes contact with the ball between.
And that's the final. Westshore Wildcats, state champion of the Class 2A Soccer Championship. And as a reminder, all spectators are remain off the field. Off the field. In a few minutes, individual medallions and team trophies will be presented to the runner-up of the championship. Return to the sixth round and join us as we recognize the players chosen for both teams.
Championship, we are joined by our Spectrum Sports Player of the Game, Junior Abe Murphy, who had the setup on that game-winning goal by Amugo Chukwuninye. First, Abe, take us through what happened on that sequence that allowed you to give Amugo the scoring chance.
I think our left back, he hit a really nice long ball across, and I saw it all the way through, and luckily the defender wasn't looking at me, so I took it down. And it wasn't the best touch, but I was able to get another touch, and it nutmegged him. And so I thought I was going to maybe go towards the goal. But then I saw he knew how I was going to do that, so I cut back and went back again and then slided it right across. And luckily, Amugo was there to finish it off. And that was the goal that made us win, so I'm really happy for Amugo. He finally scored. He's had a little dry spell, but it's amazing for him. He was injured all last year, and he had a knee injury, and now he's come back to win the game for us. That's amazing story for him.
Hey, did you guys started playing that long diagonal ball by design? Did you want to have them because they started working, and that was the difference in this game. When you guys started pinging the ball across field, that's when you guys spread out this Berkeley Prep defense.
Yeah, our field is actually a lot wider than this, so we had a little bit of trouble. We were home this whole time, so we had like a home field advantage, but this field is a lot more narrow, so we kind of had to play more long balls this game. We realized that was going to work because they were stepping so much to us, and that ended up working very well, so it was a good call.
Hey, describe your emotions for me when you hear that final whistle and you get to celebrate. You're a state champion. What is that moment?
That's the best moment. I mean, you can't ask for anything else. We've worked so hard the entire year. We've lost a couple games, 3 games, to Montverde, Mel High, and MCC, and to win all of our games in the last game we win, that's all we can ask for.
Congratulations. We'll let you go enjoy it.
Thank you.
That's Abe Murphy, our Spectrum Sports Player of the Game, junior midfielder. His 10th assist ultimately sets up the game winner from Amugo Chukwuninye. Pure elation from those players. A great showing from the West Shore student body as they celebrate the school's 2nd title.
Yeah, you're right. You know, pretty much the difference in this game was at the end. They were able to drive those long balls, therefore opening up the Berkeley Prep defense. They were lethal in the back, and they found one. Mr. Abe Murphy able to, answer the challenge and pretty much had a great assist on that tap in, and that was the difference in this game.
Berkeley Prep back in the state finals for the first time since 2012. Ironically, they lose once again to West Shore, 2nd consecutive championship loss to the Wildcats.
This is the day your life will surely change. This is the day your life will